Coach Roach, you just want to start for the opening statement.
You got any questions?
Just how it ended.
Tough shot. Kid made a tough shot.
Your view of the play that led to the charging call down there. How your view of the play of the?
I really wasn't looking at what happened underneath Weston. I was actually looking to see who was crashing the boards. I was looking to see if anybody was coming down top to rebound a missed shot and stick in. So I really took my eye off Weston at the last minute. We probably went a little too quick on that. And in the huddle, I told him, I said, we got to make sure they do not get the last shot. And we went a little bit quick. It's my fault. It wasn't Weston's fault. It was my fault. But I was hoping we'd take a ball shot with 2 or less. But, you know, stuff like that happens. If the ball went through the basket, you know, a couple seconds would have run off probably before they could have called a timeout. But it's a tough call. I don't know. I look at the film and see. But, you know, we've had tough calls. And there were some other plays, you know, some calls that I thought could have went either way also throughout. So I know that play gets magnified. But Weston in the huddle said 28 seconds when I called timeout. I told them what we're going to do. I was going to see what they're doing on defense. If I like what I see, we're going to stay with it. And I'm going to call somebody to go set a high ball screen. And we practiced this, obviously, with Cooper and Weston. We practiced it with both of them. And immediately Weston was in the huddle saying, I want the ball. I want the ball. And I had no choice but giving the ball. And I wanted, you know, him or Cooper, either one. I'm perfectly fine in situations like that. And I know Weston hurting because he thinks he missed, you know, the big play. But if Weston hadn't been wanting the ball all year long, we wouldn't be here right now.
Weston, I know it's hard to talk about because you kind of described how that play went down while you worked the ball through and what you saw with the lane open and for the drive and everything.
I just knew it was a tie game, and I was just gonna go in there and shoot a 2 because we admitted I probably shot it a little too fast, but I was just gonna go shoot a 2 because it was already pretty much a tie ball game. So
I mean, the lane was clear when you went through and whatever happened. I don't know if you want to be critical on the block charge or not, but would it be fair to ask you what you thought?
Oh, I can't really tell you. I can't really remember it. I just remember seeing Vincent on my right and then 21 in front of me.
Coach, you fell behind early. The second quarter, I felt like you started getting into a bit of a rhythm there. Just talk about maybe what changed for you.
You know, that's kind of the way these games have went between us and JCA. Somebody's come out early, other teams made a run. Usually the team that come out early is the one that wins the game. But I don't think we've ever had it tied up. Let's take the lead. Somebody take the lead by being behind in this series this year. But I didn't think we were physically get blowed out. I thought if we'll just be patient, I think we're going to scrap our way back into it. And I'm extremely proud of that. But that's who this team's been all year, but pretty much so the last 3 or 4 weeks. They've been a bunch of greedy, scrappy kids. And wasn't surprised we got ourselves back into it. I told this bunch early in the year that, you know, this is some good kids, great kids. There's not one dude on this team that I like more or like less than. They're all, it's one super group. And I told them back, I don't know, early in the season, I guess it was, that, hey, I don't want to lose. I'm not satisfied with losing, but this is one team I don't mind losing with it. So I can get through a loss with this team. This hurts. The way we lost, it hurts, but this group of kids has done everything right, every one of them. And, you know, they don't understand what that means. And I've heard other coaches say that before and never really understood it. And I've had a lot of teams, but for a boys team, this is the first team that, you know, it hurts, but I just know how hard they play and how greedy, you know, it's, I can move on with it, but we'll get over it. We'll get over it together, and we got one senior. And, you know, we're gonna remember this when we get back in the gym next year and get ready to start the work. We'll remember this, and it's gonna make us better.
Just talk about the run that this team has had, you know, from last year up to this point. I mean, I know it's really difficult to make the Final Four 2 straight seasons. I mean, just talk
I
about
mean, it
that.
is, and I know, trust me, I mean, I know, Shannon, how hard it is, and I tell our kids when we get there, I told our girls today, man, enjoy this. This is difficult. You have accomplished something great. This is so hard to make happen. And, you know, I've been blessed to get there several times, and it is hard. And I've told these guys that. I said, man, it is so hard to take that next step and get down there. But you're right. The run that they've had the past 2 years, and there's many of them that play multiple sports, and the way they've affected every sport, man, they're just winners. They're just winners. That's all I can say about them. And, you know, unless, you know, we go ahead and win us a state championship, we're gonna have a painful loss somewhere along the way. And but wow, I take these guys to go anywhere and play anything and against anybody. They're that fun, and they're gonna give me everything they got, and they're gonna find a way to make it a competitive game. They're gonna find a way to win it. And that's rare. That's rare these days when you see so many kids that are so soft out there, and some of them won't even want to come out because they're so scared of failure. I mean, they're scared to step across those lines and compete. And we're starting in society to lose that. I mean, we're seeing that more and more and more. Everybody around's got less kids wanting to participate. And not with this group. This group looks at competition and they thrive for it, and they want it, and they run toward it. And that's why I love them. That's why I love coaching them.
Guys, just to follow up on what Coach said there, I mean, great run by you guys the past 2 seasons now. Just talk a little about that.
The end of the year, we had a goal last year to get to Birmingham and win the regional, and that was our goal again this year. And last year we were really hungry for just the regional championship, and this year we just want to get back to Birmingham, and that pushed us every day in practice. Coach Rapp pushed us; he reminded us of that, and they're just a tough matchup. They got us twice this year.
What was the question?
Weston, just, talk about the past couple of years. You know, you guys have just been on a great run there. I know it fell short this time, but just talk about the run that you guys have been on.
Yeah, we just competitors. We just like, we don't care who it is or who we're playing. We just know we're gonna go out there and compete with anybody. Coach has worked us hard all year. He worked us hard all last year, but he knows our limits, and he knows what we can do and what we can't do. He just knows how to coach us, and we listen. We're all in.
Ricky, the last 4 minutes, y'all had, I think, 4 plays where you drove the lane and scored either over or around Benson. Luke had 2 of them. I think Weston had 1. I think maybe Cooper had the last one. Was that something you were saving for him?
No, Joe, I really thought we drove at him all year in his multiple shots, but when he got his 3rd foul, I just thought that's the perfect time to go at him. Thought 1 or 2 things are happening. We're gonna put him in a position to get another foul. We're gonna get a bucket because he wants to stay in the game. And so I didn't shy away from him at that moment. I thought, hey, we got to go at him. I thought maybe, he was trying to stay in the game at that point and not gonna be as aggressive. And got lucky, and it worked out during that run.
I don't know if it was so much luck as the guy's desire.
Yeah.
Because those were tough shots.
They were. Weston made one, Luke made one, Cooper made a tough shot. And I told Cooper after the game, I said, the way you attack the basket, on that play, I said, that's got to be who you are. You got to grow into that next year. And I told him that after the game. So we like to shoot it, but we still wanna attack them too.
Coach, I know last year very similar situation that happened with the previous year where the girls missed out at the final step and the guys had the opportunity to go to Birmingham, and now it's the flip-flop this year. What do you feel like at this time is the big bump to get over to finally get both these teams to Birmingham?
I just keep working. Find a way to do what undersized kids have to do to get there. And that's, being skilled to neutralize athleticism. That's who we are. I just gotta get better at that, number one. Yeah, it's a bump, but, it's a blessing to have one team there, but to get two teams there, I feel like I owed somebody some money if I got two teams there. But, yeah, it was awkward last year with us enjoying the boys and not the girls, and just now that you asked the question, I'm kind of pushing that back. It's this awkward feeling. It's proud, but my heart hurts for these guys. And thank goodness we got a long turnaround for the girls play. I mean, I can bounce back, but it takes a while to have that same fire. I got you had to have to go down there and compete. But I know these guys. They'll be with me, with the girls. And they're part of that too.
Just to touch on what Ty was talking about, girls just come out, and just took care of business basically, and just talk about that.
Yeah, the game kind of went how I thought it would go, Shannon. I thought it would be real competitive early, but I thought if we kept pushing the tempo, pushing the pace, then we could expand the lead. And it seemed like we had some nerves early. It seemed like we was a little bit nervous, and can't fault that. We got a lot of kids that's never been in that championship game, but all year long we talk about how important it is to get in every championship game of every tournament we play, whether it's a preseason tournament, whether it's a Thanksgiving, the Invitational, the county. We want to be in the championship game, not because we just want to be. I just want to win, but to how you approach championship games and that feeling on championship day, you have to practice that throughout the season. Be ready to do it if you ever get in that position to state championship game. And for the most part, we have did a very good job of that this year when our girls have got in championship games. They have really been focused, detailed, carried out game plans. And tonight's the first time I've sensed all year a little jittery early, but it's like a good team should do. They settle down. Our senior Macy Reed made some plays. Our senior Bree Rogers come off the bench, made some plays that settled us down, and we got the rolling then.
Kelly was awfully good today.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And after being 0 for 3 from 3 the other day, what made a difference for her today?
I don't know, but I hope she does it 2 more games. Was she 9 of 10 or 9 of 9?
9 of 11.
9 of 11. Wow. Well, I think several people was giving her a little pep talk. And we knew she was stressed the other night. It was a tough situation for Katie. Tough situation. She'd never been here. Ball was in her hands a lot. She had a lot of people here watching her play. And she had a lot of pressure on her. Felt sorry for her. When the game was over, I told her, when the game was over and we got back to practice the next day, I told her, I said, man, Katie, I said, I hurt. I felt for you. I felt all that pressure that you was under. And I said, just loose. Be loose. Show up loose. Did I ever tell you to quit shooting? No, sir. And I said, I'm not going to tell you to quit shooting. I said, let it fly. I said, let it fly. Only makes one, and you're ready. And I said, the pressure be on me. Don't let the pressure be on you. I'll tell you when, you need to quit shooting. She's just like, yes, sir, yes, sir. And it seemed like when she said that second yes, sir, it was just like 100 pounds was lifted off of her. You could just see her totally relaxed. I think Coach Davis talked to her, and I know Weston talked to her, and I just like her brother Riley. I mean, they find a way. They're just tough. not always pretty, but boy, they just find a way to get it done. But, you know, what Candy did tonight was pretty special. Is that any kind of record down here for girls, 9 threes for a region?
If it's not, it's close.
It's gotta be close, but she had a special moment, and you know, was it shoot around today? Our girls has a drill that, well, all of us do, but we do a drill. It's a 3-minute drill. We have to get 100. Well, they got 150 today in the shoot around drill. We followed that up. We got a 2-minute drill. They got to score 40 points. They got 62. And all of them was making shots. And I said, somebody's going to be hot tonight. I don't know which one of y'all win, but somebody's going to be hot tonight. Well, it was Kaylee. You know, Kaylee was the one that was really hot. So I had a good feeling coming out to shoot around how well they shot the ball.
Just talk about how much she's meant to this team since she's come aboard.
Oh, she means a lot because she plays like another point guard on the floor. I've had that on the boys' side before where I had 2 that I thought could play like a point guard. And she fills that spot where you can play like with 2 point guards. And with our offensive sets with a 2-guard front, it's really been great. And it's not always her points and deep. It's not always that. It's just, you know, the IQ and how to handle, the IQ point guard of it. And but she's really stepped it up right now. The stretch. She's had some good games in the playoffs other than just tonight. And it's just she missed some shots early, and she didn't get to do that all night long because the score was tight. But tonight she was so hot, we just let her, you know, go and be loose and gain confidence.
Did last year serve as any motivation? Neely seemed to refer to last year, how it made her feel.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, these girls really believed they were going to win last year when they come down here, and they didn't. And I don't think they ever thought about losing when they come down here last year. And I didn't realize that until after I got with them after the boys' game and realized, you know, how much they really expected to win last year. And they were hurt, and they've referenced that a lot throughout the season and about getting back. And you know, they number one, they wanted to play Skyline. They wanted to play Skyline, and I love that about them not wanting to dodge a team. You know, they weren't hoping Skyline was going to get upset. They wanted to play Skyline. And I thought it was perfect this year that we drew them first, because that's who they wanted to play so much. And that's coming from them, Mark. That's not necessarily me jacking them up. That's them. But they have referenced that a lot all year about getting back. And Neely has really stepped up this year and played well. She didn't play specifically great today. She had a tough matchup. Had girls probably a little quicker than her, but she's still one that we put on their best player every game, and we thought she was guarding their most effective player tonight defensively also. So we're going to use her. You know, we'll keep using her because she wants to keep advancing, and we're going to keep using her.
If I'm counting right, this is tally mark number 5 on your 7 that you mark on the boards back at school. How special is number 5?
Well, we actually start with 7 and we take them off.
Yeah.
So we take off 3 on the girls and there's 2 left. But yeah, we do that every year. And we think it's really special. We can get down to one hand, you got 5 tally marks. You can see it, and then, you know, when it gets down to 2 to go, you just start seeing them light up when you mark it off and there's 2 games left. You really start dreaming. And I tell them, it's okay to dream right now. If you don't dream, you're never going to go forward. And I tell them, dream about what it's going to feel like if you ever win. Dream about it. So, you know, so far it's worked in the past, and we keep taking those tally marks off after every win. We talk about being a 7-game season when the playoffs start. We want to win 7 in a row. And I think with the schedule we play, I think it gives them confidence. They look and say, well, we've played these 2As, 3As, 4As, 7As this year. And then they look down, and I remind them, these are all against 1A schools, girls. Can we go 7-0 against a 1A competition? And I just think, you know, it gives them confidence.
Thanks, guys, for coming in.